All right.
Now, get her in it.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi!
What are you going to teach us today?
I'm going to teach you how to make the best pie crust ever. Ever.
So excited. And we had it last night, and it was amazing.
It is good. And it's easy. It's easy, and it's fantastic. So the first thing you do is you get a cup of ice water.
No battery.
So I have found that the secret of this pie crust is ice cold water. So I get my ice water chilling. That's the first thing. Then you need 2 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of salt.
Oh, we should have had you get everything all ready first.
It's okay. Hey, this is more realistic.
Yeah, this isn't like your cooking show where it takes 5 minutes because you have everything all right in front of you already. This is the real deal.
Right.
High altitude flour.
Yes. I use unbleached flour.
She lives in Colorado, so here's the high altitude flour.
Well, we need that too.
We do, because in Utah we live in high altitude.
So I dump my flour out inside here a little bit just to, it's a way of sifting it without sifting it. And when you're making pie crust, you have to use precise measurements. So a lot of times if it's a cup and it's a little bit mounded, I don't care, but with pie crust, you have to make sure that it's evened off, that it's 1 cup precisely. Well, really 2 cups in your pie crust. So, but make your cups nice and precise. So here's the 2nd cup of flour, and then you put in 1 teaspoon of salt, and I know what 1 teaspoon is in my palm.
Very precise.
Yes. Your flour's precise, but I've measured my approximate teaspoons before, and they're right on. So, and then you use, this is the part that's so unique about this bread pie crust, is you use oil instead of shortening, and you don't have to cut it in. It's so fast and it's so easy.
And it's 2/3 a cup of oil?
2/3 cup of oil. And 1/3 cup of ice water. So the water's nice and icy and cold. Let me just look at that. It needs a little bit more when I look at it eye level. There we go. And then just dump it in there. And I always scrape the sides of my cup and get all the oil out. I find that if I don't do that and I look back at the cup later, there's quite a bit of oil left in the cup. So I scrape it all out. I think it's important that you get it all out. Use 2/3 cup. And then I just stir it together. And it looks kind of soupy. And as you stir it, it gets thicker. And so you don't want to just whip this. It's pie crust and you want it to be flaky. And so you just kind of very gently mix it up until it's a nice ball. All the flour is mixed in now. Then I take my washcloth and dampen it. And then I dampen the area that I'm going to put saran wrap on so that my saran wrap sticks to the countertop.
You're on TV.
So I put saran wrap down. And the moisture holds that saran wrap right in one place. Cool. And then I use 2/3 of the dough for the bottom crust and 1/3 for the top. the top doesn't cover very much distance, but the bottom has to go into the well of your
Covers
pie
more
plate.
surface area.
That's right, more surface area. So then I start out by forming with my hands a circle. I'm going to rinse my hands off because they're greasy.
I can edit this later.
Okay. And then put another piece of saran wrap on top. And I'm going to start the oven. This will be ready to go in the oven in just a couple of minutes. I bake my pies at 400 degrees.